What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Stories of Hope. How's everybody doing? We are indoors today because there is a cyclone going on I'm in Kerala, and there's a cyclone. It's a bit crazy outside. I'm posting some pictures of it later on. I just want to give a quick hello to a bunch of people here. How's everything going? Let's see here. Where's everybody coming in from? We have a great show for you today. We have Dr. Priyanka. She is on the front lines inside the hospital working. She is going to give us all the information that we need, tons of information. And we're going to start right now. So, my name is Daniel Weber, in case you know, in case you don't know, doesn't really matter because you're on my show. So, we are all kind of trying to figure this out day by day. We are trying to figure out whether things are good, things are bad, are they getting better? Everyone has sort of the same questions, asking. I think Dr. Priyanka will really help. Myself, just like you, is just trying to probably figure out how to day-to-day stay safe, keep our families safe, or find resources, whether it's medicine, oxygen, ICU beds, ventilators. What's up, Bangladesh? How you doing? What's up, Kerala? And we are just kind of trying to figure everything out. So, let's see here. I want to showcase a few great stories. Number one, of course, the frontline workers. I always showcase. Hi from Australia. Frontline workers every single day. All the nurses and doctors and everyone on the front line. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. And thank you so much for putting in these crazy hours. I know that everyone keeps on the news, CNN and whatever, they keep saying BBC, has the hospital system collapsed? It has not. You guys are still there. You guys are working. That you are all amazing. As far as healthcare workers, I know that you're putting in like crazy 18, 20-hour days. It's amazing. Dr. Priyanka will also attest to that. Journalists, thank you so much to the journalists. You guys are now frontline workers as well. You are telling us what is going on the ground, the truth that's on the ground, and we are believing in what you are saying because you are there and you are seeing it and hearing it and recording it. Thanks, Sandeep. That was very nice of you. So now I want to share 3 quick stories before I bring Dr. Priyanka in. The Karnataka Home Minister, and this is true, you can look this up, the Karnataka Home Minister has opened up and converted his residential premises to a 50-bed COVID care center. That is remarkable. It is completely selfless and it's amazing. And I think that he should be given a round of applause. That is amazing. As far as numbers goes, hi from Pakistan, for the 4th time in 5 days, India's numbers, the recoveries have outnumbered the cases. Again, do we know what's true or not true? I don't know. That's going by the data that's out there, and that really helps because that shows that we are peaking and we will start to come down, and that's very important in India. The variant that is in India, that 1617, has been found in 30, 40, 50 different countries already. It's not spreading as fast as it seems to be over there, so that's a good thing. It seems to be spreading here. Now, why that is, I don't know. Maybe Dr. Priyanka can answer that. We will ask her in 1 minute. And the last person that I want to give a shout out to, they call him the Oxygen Man. I do not know how to pronounce his first name. Shahanvaz Sheikh. He is known as the Oxygen Man. He now has a nonprofit called Unity and Dignity Foundation. Also, he has founded Ray of Hope Initiative. He gives people free oxygen. He has spent $2,000 of his own money. He bought 30 cylinders. He has given those to those in need. Now he has sold his car. I just read this in the Times of India, by the way. It is a phenomenal article. You should read it today. He has now sold his car to get over 160 more cylinders, and he gets about 500 to 600 requests a day for oxygen. This is a single person doing this. One person. Put that in perspective. You're looking to help. There are tons of ways for you to help. Now, without further delay, we are going to bring on Dr. Priyanka. Let's get her in here. Let's get her in. Let's get her in. Dr. I just saw her. Where is she? There she is. Sending her. waiting for the good doctor. Again, anyone has a story they want to tell, you can DM me, you could email. Whoa, hi.
Hi, how are
How are
you?
you? I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine, absolutely fine. I guess you're okay with the cyclone and all.
I am okay. I'm indoors. Usually I broadcast from outdoors because I get better network. It is crazy outside here. Yesterday, I'm sorry for postponing and canceling yesterday,
No
as I
worries,
told
no
everybody
worries,
to.
no worries.
The weather is so erratic and so crazy here that the power goes on and off all the time. So if all of a sudden the lights cut
Agree,
out here,
agree.
I'll
I
still be
saw, I
talking, but
saw on the news and it was a horrible situation there out
yeah,
actually.
yeah, it's pretty
Yes,
crazy.
yes,
So, on top of all the other madness that we deal with now is just the cyclone. So why not, right?
yes. I hope you're doing
Okay,
well with the family.
I'm doing well. We are doing well. We're up in the mountains. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to dive right in. First, can you introduce yourself and tell people where you are?
Yes. Hello, people. I'm Dr. Priyanka. I'm working in Masina Hospital, Mumbai. And I guess I'm nearly working in COVID scenario from last 1 year in ward and in ICU, seeing many patients with mild, moderate, severe conditions.
Okay, and you
Yeah.
were you were already working in this hospital when the pandemic started, or you shifted to this hospital?
Earlier I was working out, but in middle I quit the job. But as the pandemic started, I again joined to help the people out here.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
you've been a doctor for how long?
I guess nearly 10 years.
Wow. Okay. Amazing. So I
Yes,
want you,
thank you.
I'm going to first off, based on, we only as, I guess, all of us are normal people and you are on the front line. So you have a totally different perspective of what is going on. Um,
Yes, yes.
we hear news, like say right now, first off, we'll start with, of course, what's the biggest news, which is oxygen, oxygen shortage. The hospitals in Mumbai, are they still facing shortages?
Up till now, I guess not. They are not facing any difficulty in oxygen because in our hospital, I don't feel any patient is requiring more oxygen or they are not getting that oxygen.
Hmm.
They were
Okay.
fully equipped with the oxygen supply and they are getting each and everything here.
So why do you think then so many other states had problems, or was Maharashtra just better prepared?
Maybe some rural areas they don't get proper equipped things. Maybe I guess,
Hmm.
but I guess in proper Mumbai area they have everything out here.
Okay, I guess that's
Yeah.
good to know for the state,
Mhm.
but in other areas, I know it's been crazy and people have been
Yes,
obviously.
yes,
So
yes.
the news reports, and you tell me if this is true because you'll know it based on the incoming patients. Um,
Mhm.
is this the peak already coming down or not yet?
Yeah. If we see the rate according to our perspective, yes, the rate is coming already down now. We are not getting so many of patients every day like we used to get it before. Like we
Okay.
used to get patients every day. There were a lot of many patients, and they were just in the queue to get the bed. But now they are getting the bed available easily. They are getting the treatment easily, and the rate is going specifically down now.
So your hospital currently and most of the time has open beds available for people?
Yes.
Wow, that's
Always.
amazing.
Yeah.
So now, even though a number like today reported was like, I think 3.2 lakh or something like that was maybe the numbers. Uh, how long does it take to get down to like a manageable number for states and for the country in terms of where things open up? What is that number? 50,000, 20,000 a day? Because that can take months to get to.
Maybe 10 to 15,000, I guess. Maybe because it depends upon the severity of the condition. What is the severity? Like,
Mm.
what is the patient's conditions is severe, critical, mild, moderate. It depends upon all on that basis.
And
So
are the
people
cases more severe right now, or now it's easing up?
now, I guess from last week, it's somewhat easy going now. But before that, the patients were critical. there were critical patients and there were bit difficult to manage them.
So
But now
then
I guess from
what
this week,
changed?
it's been
Then what changed in 1 week?
maybe the lockdown scenarios has worked out. Maybe that scenarios has been working on the numbers are being decreasing drastically. Then earlier there was not the lockdown anymore. अभी अब
Well,
lockdown है.
but you can't keep lockdown continually going and going. People need to have a livelihood. People need to earn. It's not like the banks have stopped collecting EMI and, you know, debt still goes on. So then how, I mean, now Maharashtra just extended it till June 1st. I mean, how long? And Amio, I'm going to ask that question for you in 1 minute. So how long? I mean, this is now, we're going to go to June 1st. And, you know, so now we're back to basically what, a 6-week lockdown by the time this was again initiated until now. So, I mean, you can keep doing this.
See, this is being based on how people take it, how people are taking the severity of the condition, mainly. They should know what is the severity of the condition going on right now. So they should be aware that if the lockdown is being open also, they should not step out of the house. They should be in their home. Yeah, sorry.
But people have to work. I mean, how can they just sit at home?
See, most of the people are working from home, I guess.
Yeah.
Work from home is going on. And like other people, they should cut down the time to work. They should be near homes for 2 or 3 hours a day. They should work and just cut down the public, basically. They should not gather here and there. They should not go here and there. They should not be in huge public gatherings. They should avoid right now.
Right now, yeah, I agree with that. It's very strange. You know, what happens is you read news from the West where the CDC is already no mask, no needed anything anymore, no more mask outside, indoors. In, you know, US, all of a sudden, and then we're in such a lockdown here that it's like how the two contrasting living conditions. How did this happen?
Actually, now here it's like you have to use a double mask.
Yeah, so how did this correct? So we're in this totally contrasting. One side of the world is going, okay, we're done, the pandemic's done. And this side of the world is saying, we are not even, you know, we're just peaking right now. I mean, how does that even happen? Is there an explanation of how we're so detached?
I guess the vaccination program is also getting too stretched. If it's being able to vaccinate more and more people, will also get the same number as US is getting. We also someday.
What is that number? What do you think? What percentage of people have to be vaccinated in order to get the immunity that you need? What do you think?
Like around, at least if we have 130, then at least 115, 120 should be vaccinated.
Holy shit. How many years does that take?
I don't know, but the Indian government should think on that as soon as possible, I guess.
I mean,
because it's much needed right now. It's much needed right now.
Of course, but I mean, God, I mean, that number is insane. That's like, if you need to vaccinate 90, 95% of the country, I mean, just calculating based on what we've done in 6 months,
Actually,
5
like
months. Yeah, I mean,
if 95% of people are being vaccinated, then only we can control this pandemic. Otherwise, not. Every now and then we can't put out the lockdown, no? That's what is.
Correct. And that's it. You can't live in lockdown. So, but you'd be looking at the pace that Indian government's at now, you'd be looking at 5 years to get to 95%. So I know that they're trying to ramp it up, but every time you hear them ramping it up, you hear that they're running out. So
yes, they are running out of vaccines right now. And but I guess Moderna and Pfizer also has been introduced in our country. So let's see.
Pfizer has been?
Yes, Pfizer has been introduced in a country. Moderna is also being introduced in the country, and is being vaccinated.
when did it
But
start?
I guess 1 month back, they
Oh, I
have been
didn't know that.
started
I thought that
the
I
vaccine.
thought that they were trying to
Mhm.
get approval here, and the Indian government
No,
would fast track it. But I didn't know it's already being distributed. I know
no.
that the Russian
It's been
vaccine.
already been distributed, and the patients and the people are getting that Moderna vaccine now.
Oh, very nice. Because I know the
Yeah.
Russian vaccine, which is Sputnik, has already been started in Hyderabad and a few other places, and they have an
Mhm.
enormous order
Mhm.
for India to, I guess, I don't know, 800,000 or I don't know, 800 million doses by the end of the year they're willing to supply here, which
Mhm.
is what happens, which is what needs to happen. I think India basically has to, I know that India loves make in India, and I totally respect that. But this is
Yes.
sort of the time to ditch that and say
Yeah.
we need from
Right.
everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. We need to be vaccinated. We don't
yeah.
need a tag right here. We need to be vaccinated as soon as possible here. Actually.
So, do you see patients coming in that have been vaccinated?
Not really. Some of the patients, actually, patients we get are not being vaccinated because their immune system is weak. The patients are who are being vaccinated, they have strong immune power. They have strong immunity. So these are not hospitalized patients. The patients who
So,
are not being
yeah,
vaccinated, they are being hospitalized.
okay, because okay, that's what I was
Hmm.
going to ask because I know a few people that have become positive after getting a
Hmm.
single dose. I don't think I know
Okay.
anyone positive after 2 doses. I know a bunch of people single dose that are positive. They have very little
Hmm.
symptoms, one,
Yeah,
2 days.
because
Yeah.
yes. I'll cut it down here because after single dose, the immune system is not being boosted up, right?
Okay.
After second doses, the immune system is being boosted. So you will, if even you are getting positive, you will get very mild symptoms that can be managed in the home also. You are not being you are not being hospitalized for that.
Yeah. Okay, very nice.
Hmm.
Someone wants to know what are the exercises for COVID patients?
Okay. There are many exercises for COVID patients, like simple breathing exercises can help in COVID patients. These exercises are simple yet effective.
Okay,
Breathing, you can just ask patient to do deep breathing exercises. So it's been effective on their physical as well as mental health.
okay. Um,
Yeah.
now, can you take us through like a day in where you are in ICU? Can you kind of take us like through what is it? Because none of us are frontline people. Like, what is going on inside?
Sure. If it's possible, I would have been I have been sent you the our live videographs of the COVID
Oh, wow.
of the ICUs. It's not been there with me right now, but I'll surely send you these
Oh,
videographs.
please. I think people would love to see. Yeah, and
Yes,
if you
yes,
can,
yes.
yeah. So explain to us a little bit.
See, I work in a COVID scenario like patients. I go with to, I work with them. I make them exercises. Do them exercises. Check with their vitals, and mainly patients are very cooperative in this. As soon as they realize that this is the effective treatment, they start enjoying it. They start enjoying the exercises, they start enjoying the treatment because it's been for their mental as well as physical health.
Yeah.
They get very good response after getting these exercises, after getting these treatment. I
Hmm.
nearly work for 4 or 5 hours in a day for COVID patients actually.
Okay.
So yeah.
And how many COVID patients are in the hospital that you're at? Just curious.
Mm, yeah. There are nearly 50 to 60 patients, and I see around 30-35 patients per day.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like doing God's work. It's amazing. Um, so
Thank you.
now I've heard these really crazy, weird reports in certain places at apartment complexes and people's flats where societies are afraid of the frontline workers that are going to hospitals and coming back home and going and coming back home, and then they're very freaked out about transmission. Have you
Yes.
heard anything about this? Because I just read a whole very crazy article that they were, you know,
Yes,
people were.
there are things like this. People are afraid of being going inside the ward, inside the. But I see very enthusiasm staff here. I didn't. Where I'm working right now, there are many staff nursing, ayabais, maushis, mamas. They go very enthusiastically in the ward. They serve patients. They come back.
Yeah.
You have to take some extra precautions for that. You have to be clean. You have to take precautions. You have to wear PPE kit over there. You have to be there. We are wearing PPE kit nearly for 8 hours. So it's very difficult for us to manage all
Yeah,
these things.
sure. That's actually what somebody's asking, is how doctors take care of themselves. So besides PPE kits, is there anything else routinely that you do?
See, in routinely we take steam, we take warm water, we take vitamin C tablets, we take multivitamins to protect our body, to increase our immunity. So
Yeah,
it helps us. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else can work in this. So
I
just you
know.
have to take care.
That is true. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So just tell a little bit, I guess, where people can find you, or if they need services that you offer or the hospital's offering, if you want to tell a little bit before we end, and so people are aware.
Yes, I would like to tell people, even if you are being in home setup, you can start with the breathing exercises, you can start with the lung hygiene exercises. These are very simple. You can ask a physiotherapist if you are known to any physiotherapy, or you can reach out to us to Masina Hospital and Dr. Priyanka. You can reach out to me in this hospital.
Okay.
You can start with the home exercises also, and even if you are being hospitalized anywhere in the country, just start your own breathing exercises. Like take
Okay.
deep breaths. You can take a deep breath from nose and out from mouth. Just these deep breaths are very effective. On a daily basis, you can do these exercises like 2 or 3 times a day. It doesn't cost you anything, I guess. It doesn't cost any of the thing. So you can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Okay. And the hospital is located where?
The hospital is located in the center of South Mumbai, Vaikala.
Okay. And it's Messina Hospital, right?
Yes, Messina Hospital.
Messina. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Very
I'm honored to
informative.
be in. Yes,
Thank you. And it's very nice to speak to someone that is actually in the middle of all this, because a lot of people have opinions and suggestions and
yes,
information, but they're not really in the middle of it.
yes. I'm honored to be a part of this show. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you. Thank you. Be
Yes.
safe
Oh,
and take care. Thank you so
yes,
much.
you
Thank
too.
you.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, we want to thank Dr. Priyanka for coming on. Again, listen, this is straight from the mouth of someone that is on the front lines, in ICU and rehab all day long. Now, in Maharashtra, like she's saying, shortages seem to be less. There seems to be oxygen where needed if you, I guess, probably know the places to go, or beds as well. Messina Hospital in the center of South Mumbai. That's a good resource for you. They have beds, they have oxygen, they have everything you need. So that is good. Good to know. So I just want to thank her. We're doing kind of a short show today. Or I thought it was short, but it actually wasn't. A couple questions. Any questions? Any questions? I will take them while I'm doing my ending here. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we have a really, really great guest who has built numerous COVID wards and isolation centers. He's amazing. I will talk about him later and tomorrow. And let's see here. You can catch any of these segments on YouTube, Facebook, back here on Instagram. You can DM us. You know anyone that's doing something great, someone on the front lines, or anyone that is any acts of kindness, inspiration, anything at all. We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to have them on. There's amazing people out there. There's amazing stories out there, and you read them every day. We'd love to talk to people because they deserve to have the light shined on them as well. And someone is saying the most important education is teaching of common sense. Yeah, that's true in most sense. But you know what? Listen, we are in the middle of a pandemic, Amio, and not everybody knows what to do exactly. Generally, common sense, yes, but maybe not in this situation. You need any more information? Again, you can DM me. Please be smart, be safe, do not be stupid. Wear 1 mask, 2 masks, 3 masks, whatever they are telling you to do, and please follow the guidance. I know in Maharashtra it is a lockdown until the 1st. Every state has different rules. Figure it out, look it up, and keep safe. Any questions, any questions, any questions, or that's all? All right. Thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed. That was Dr. Priyanka from Messina Hospital in South Mumbai. Thank you so much, and be safe.